Welcome back to my building Elden Ring in Minecraft series. Today I plan on building Agheel Lake. It should be interesting. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. And leave a comment. That always helps. Anyway, I'm just gonna get into it. Immediately after starting, I went in the wrong direction, so I had to rotate everything. But then I started working on the mud and stuff for the bottom of the lake, which I think it was a pretty decent texture for that. After filling in the floor, started working on the cliffs. Now, using World Edit, I usually make the cliffs out of red sand so that they get a more natural shape. Everything you see in stone is what I did by hand to try to even out the shapes so that they're not really weird looking. So World Edit definitely helps a lot, but it doesn't really make things look natural. So I had to do a lot of it. Like all that stone is done by hand. The rest of it was just World Edit. So that gives you a bit of an idea of how it works. Also, the dog is making weird noises in the background. She's like snoring. So, sorry if you could hear that. Anyway, after that, I started work on the Limgrave Tunnels, which are right in this little corner here. I don't really remember what the point of the tunnels were. I know there was that troll boss in it. But other than that, I guess you just get smithing stones from going through here. Also, we are currently, at the time of recording this, at 145 subscribers. I also got over 5,000 views recently. So, the channel's doing really well. So thank you to the people who have subscribed, and to the people who are actually watching. I appreciate it quite a bit. Hopefully we'll be able to reach 200 by the end of the year. That's the new goal. It's double what the start of the year's goal was, but I think we might be able to reach it. I know 200 isn't a lot of subscribers and all, but it's progress. And I'd like to reach it by the end of the year. I think that would be fun. Also, I hope the camera isn't too weird in this cave section. It's hard to get the camera to actually go where you want it to. And sometimes it decides to clip through walls and fences and all. So, I apologize in advance if the camera's weird. Let's see, what else do I have to talk about? I'm still thinking about making a world download. I got some more questions about that in the last month. Basically, I haven't decided how I want to do it yet. I could do it just like what I've got built now, or I could try to wait till I finish Limgrave. So that feels like it would be more of a complete experience, rather than just a little, half. Well, it's more of a third of Limgrave that I've currently built. I'll show the updated map at the end of the video so you can actually see that. But we're making progress, we really are. And I'd like to make the world available for people to play on it. Explore it, that sort of thing. It's not survival friendly. It really isn't. The ground in most places is like only 4 blocks deep before you just plummet. So it really isn't survival friendly. Although if you did make a survival world on it, that would be impressive. You'd have to like harvest all my trees or something. And there's no iron or anything, so... Well, there's a couple of villagers, so you might be able to actually like make an iron farm or something. It might be possible to play in survival. But you wouldn't be able to go mining or anything, so it definitely would be difficult. But with how broken villagers are, unless they fixed that recently, I haven't actually played any recent updates. But with how broken villager farms can be, you know, maybe there's a chance that you'd live. I also have no idea where the world spawn is, so I don't know where you'd start. So that would be an issue. There's a lot of stuff that would need to be fixed up and made ready before I could make the world available to download. But I am looking at potentially doing that at some point. I just gotta decide how and when and what I need to finish beforehand. Also up here, I mentioned this last week with the mud brick ruins instead of it. Not last week. What am I talking about? It was last month. Anyway, I tried sandstone for the ruins this time. Do you think that's better than the mud or the stone brick? Because I kinda like it more. But I gotta pick between the 3 so that I actually have a standard ruin color. I'm not knowledgeable about Elden Ring lore. I'm really not all that knowledgeable about it. Oh, also, I made a crab. Because I couldn't make Agheel Lake without making, you know, an organic for it. And what's better known about the lake than the crab? There's no other creature I can think of that better represents this lake. Anyway, I'm not hugely knowledgeable about Elden Ring lore, but I'm pretty sure weren't the ruins that are scattered around supposed to be from the crumbling Faramazula or whatever it's called, the place you end up at the end of the game? In which case, whatever material I decide to make the ruins out of is what I'll have to make that location out of. Otherwise it would be weird. Now I begin working on the next organic. I'm really bad at making things that are supposed to be living, so I mean, I think it's alright. I've seen better dragons, I definitely have, but all things considered, I believe I did a pretty decent job. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I could improve anything about it. I really do need tips on organics, because that's probably the worst thing I am at building skill-wise. Maybe trees. I'm bad at trees as well. And then I started working on the Dragon Burnt Ruins. I actually found that I never actually located the second chest in this set of ruins. I'd only ever found the teleporter one. That one that has, what was it, like a twin blade or something in it? Yeah, I'd never found that until just now when I was building the actual ruins. I thought it was just the teleporter chest the whole time. And the fact that you have to use torrent to actually get in there might be why I didn't notice it. It does make me wonder how many other things in the game I never noticed and just like completely walked past. There's probably quite a bit, because I didn't explore every inch of the world. I explored a decent bit. But you really do notice just how much you missed when you're trying to recreate everything as close to scale as possible. And there's the teleporter chest. At some point I'll have to make that so that you can actually teleport. At some point, when I build the other end of the teleporter chest, you'll have to remind me to set up a command block thingamajig and make it so if you open this chest you'll get teleported to Kalret. Because that's fun. That'll be a long time in the future probably. It's, you know, Kalret. Anyway, that's about all I've got for this video. Built a decent amount of stuff. I also forgot to record me adding in some dead trees and some rocks and stuff. There's a lot more I could do to really make this place come alive a little better. But I about ran out of time, so... And I think I did a pretty good job with the dragon. Agheel or whatever his lake. I almost said whatever his lake is. I meant whatever his name is. And just gotta decide where I'm gonna build next. I could build over this direction, sort of finish off the southern section of Limgrave. I'm not counting the Weeping Peninsula as Limgrave. It's gonna be its own thing. Or I could build up this way a little. Try to fill in some of this, maybe this, I guess, western side of Limgrave. Try to finish some of that. So Mistwood will be over there, which I'm not quite ready to deal with. So let me know if you have a preference, if you would prefer to see me fill in this section here, or just finish extending down to the southern side of Limgrave. Now I also got a comment of someone asking to see the actual map of the world. So give me a second, I'm gonna fly over there. It takes a minute, because this is actually a very large area. Actually, I might not even cut this out. I might let you see some of the distance that this place takes. Yep, this is where it all started. Chapel of Anticipation. Man, that's been a while. I still think this is actually probably the best build on the entire world. There's just so much detail packed into it, but it was so much smaller than everything else, it was easy. Anyway, let me just update the map here. I haven't actually updated it yet. Then I'll show it to you. And here it is, all updated. Just ignore all the maps laying around. It's, well, you can see what we did in this video is this whole section here, and there's the Limgrave Tunnels. I haven't buried them yet. And yeah, it's extended a lot. Now, what I was talking about is, in my next video, should I work on filling in some of the section up here? Like in this huge empty section up this way? Or do I work down this way, sort of finish off this coast area, make it connect to the swamp and all that? Don't know how much I'll actually get done in the next video. But those are the ideas at the moment. I either finish up this southern section, hello, or I finish up this northwestern-ish side of things. let me know what you think. And that's gonna be it, I believe. Oh yeah, in case you're curious, this is what it looks like on a maxed size map. I actually haven't updated this yet, though, so I need to do that real quick, but I think it'll just extend a little here. Yeah, it looks much less impressive on that than it does here. Anyway, that's it. Adios, goodbye, farewell.